Hi, I'm Nicole.
And I'm Heath, and we're with Living Meta. And we teach continuing education for massage therapists, for yoga therapists, medical qigong.
And we've been doing this for about almost 20 years now. And we're excited to share with you some of our favorite practices to go from fear to flow, bring us back into the present moment.
And really to help rechannel the energy that's gone into kind of unconscious reactivity into conscious choosing and creativity.
I love that. And we recontextualize this thing going on, this COVID-19, and we're recontextualizing it to be to represent
healing
with COVID.
Yeah, healing with COVID. So we began with the C, calmness, the O, openness, V, vigilance.
And today we bring to you the letter I.
I see. Intelligence. So what do you think of when you hear the word intelligence? Most of us would go, whoop, right up into our brain. And this is really the way that we're brought up. We're taught academically is our IQ as being a thing that's rewarded and given all the goodies.
Yeah, very important to be very smart.
Exactly. However, that only relies on an aspect of our resources.
Only one resource.
Yeah,
there's so many others.
Right. So, I mean, it's very helpful to have logical, linear, rational.
But what about my body intelligence? What about the intelligence of my feelings and my emotions? What about?
What about the intelligence of being with other people? Social intelligence.
Yes. So there's so many resources of truth that we have access to. And it's a practice to embody full spectrum intelligence. It's a practice.
Yeah. And the beautiful thing about practice is we can continue to enhance and refine. Just like any body work, most body workers see ourselves as artists. And we're looking at how can we work smarter, not harder, especially today as we think about full spectrum intelligence. How can we reliably draw forth and rest back into the full resourcefulness of mind, body, heart, spirit?
And I think one of the great doorways to accessing full spectrum intelligence is using our imagination. Oh, another I word.
Yes. Yeah. And if most of us think intelligence, who do you think of? Like the brainiac of at least the previous century?
Oh, Albert Einstein.
Of course. And you know what
I know.
You know what he had to say about the relationship of knowledge and imagination?
Tell me, Heath. What do you have to say?
I would love to tell you. Einstein said imagination is more important than knowledge. He also went on to say most discoveries of modern time are the result of insight and imagination rather than analysis and deductive reasoning. I think really imagination is what separates humans from the rest of the animal kingdom. We can imagine ourselves in the future, or we can imagine ourselves in the past, and we have very different results.
Yes. We
can also imagine us expanding collectively and individually into new frontiers of care, of compassion, and what Nicole and I are most fond of exploring, loving kindness.
So a big part of our practice we embody is our full spectrum intelligence through the lens of Taoism, of medical qigong. And we want to share a little bit of 5 elements, kind of play with our imagination, our ability to visualize and connect our mind, our breath, and our body. Connect them, synergize them, and see what magic we can create together. So we're going to move through the 5 elements or 5 major organs in our body. Each organ has its own healing sound, healing color.
Associated with a different season, both a challenging and harmonizing emotion. So we'll get to clear out what we don't need, particularly with this practice called the 6 healing sounds.
Yeah, so we're going to connect our breath and also connect with the part of the body that it's related to. And the first healing sound is related to our lungs. And you can float your hands above your body. You can rest your hands on your body. You can even tap. I like to tap and get that stem cell activated. Activate our stem cells to start to build and support our immune system. Together, we'll make the sound like you're letting air out of a tire. And we're going to do that 3 times. So let's do that together. Inhale through your nose.
Put your imagination into your lungs. Visualize beautiful white light as you feeling all the lobes of your lungs with beautiful harmonizing white light. Inhale for set 2. Our sound is a combo of our biology and our energy, our vocal cords and our prana.
Using this breath as a way to kind of see anything that you don't want to store in your body any longer to come out like a gray mist, to be recycled, to be reused. The planet, the earth knows what to do with it. And that is the healing sound of your white, bright lungs.
Yes, associated with the metal phase. And now metal in traditional Chinese medicine creates water. So now we're going to place our hands on our lower back, anywhere from your kidneys, halfway above and below your lowest ribs, to your lower back or even SI.
And again, you can place your hands right on top of that part of your body. You can float. You can even massage and warm them and or tap them. You choose what feels better as we make the healing sound.
Yeah, visualize beautiful blue light, and the harmonizing sound is choo.
Choo.
It's like a chew sound with a SH in the front.
Yeah, like a shoo, like shoo fly, but a long shoo. All right,
Inhale
here we go.
Deep. Imagine like you could, of course you don't have lungs in your kidneys, but imagine you can breathe into and from your kidneys. Major filtration of all the fluids in your body. Great. So water creates wood. And so now the major yin organ of wood is our liver on our right side. So contact your right liver, lower ribs, and the harmonizing sound is a breathy shh.
Be quiet.
Sometimes the liver is a little ornery and irritable.
A little hot and angry.
We can help calm it down and visualize beautiful green light. Inhale deep.
Spring green liver.
You can imagine the color, green, and the sound helping to harmonize you from the inside out. This ancient Qigong practice has been used for centuries, and there's a very powerful harmonic imprint that helps us to heal and balance with the sound, with our imagination.
Feel free to smile into your body anytime.
Oh,
it feels
extra bonus feature. You don't have to wait for our invitation for that.
And then
wood creates fire. So it's a fuel for the fire. Now we're talking about the heart as the major yin meridian of the fire phase. And so a hand over center of the chest. Of course, you have more muscle on the left, but right in the center, behind your sternum, to make the sound of the heart, which is it's a breathy ha
H-A-W, ha.
Beautiful ruby red light as you inhale deep. Breathe into that 4-chamber palace, the center of feeling. One more like that. We want to give homage to our teacher, Montauk Chia, who introduced us to the 6 healing sounds.
Oh, yeah. Smile into a beautiful, shiny heart.
And then fire burns down everything. And from the ashes, we get the topsoil. We get the earth. Fire creates earth. And the major organ is spleen on our left side.
Rib, underneath those ribs.
Yeah, so your spleen's right along the seam of your shirt. Big immune system function, as well as an organ gland.
Yeah, it's a lymphatic organ. Yeah, let's do it. So that
harmonizing
healing sound.
Thank you. Go ahead.
The healing sound of your spleen, your yellow, shiny spleen is like a breathy whoo.
Whoo.
Deep breath in.
Breathe in. Visualize this green light coming into your lungs.
Yellow.
Yellow. And bathing your spleen in this golden yellow light as we breath whoo it out. Yeah, and then there's the 6th sound, which is a breathy he sound. It's associated with the triple warmer,
yes,
Sanjiao.
upper, middle, lower burner, balancing those out.
And so we're going to raise our hands up overhead, bring the fingertips together, and then push down. We can do that 2 more times. This is great anytime you're feeling a little emotionally overwhelmed, turbulent, and you just want to iron out the wrinkles or comb out the knots in your energetic field, your aura. Bring that chi that sometimes gets trapped up in our brain down to our heart and to our belly. So I'm so glad that I made a mistake and said the wrong color. Thank you for the feedback, because intelligence isn't just about getting things right, but also has to do with expanding into imagination, expanding into the realm of possibility. And what we want to share right now is it's not always exactly right or perfect or serious when we're healing. In fact, being playful, being a little wacky or a little foolhardy is actually one of the greatest ways to amplify our connection with the heart. If you think of when there's a good joke or a laugh, that's not always pre-calculated or figured out. The best are spontaneous. So in this next animal frolics, we're going to take the color, we're going to take the sound, and we're going to make the shape of animals. And we sure hope you join us. If you got kids around, they're going to love this. So, or if you're a kid at heart, we'll wake up the inner child as well.
Let's play together.
Yeah. So we're going to step back so we can get our whole bodies in the frame.
And we'll start again at the lungs.
All right. So make sure you got lots of space here. In fact, let me see if I can get more of our legs in this frame. I'm going to roll us down a little. Thank you for your patience.
Perfect. Is my head still underneath?
Your head is there, yes. Nicole's head is still there, thankfully so.
All right, cool. So we're going to embody the sound. We're going to embody our sound and our breath and our movement together. So we're going to start out with the lungs again. And remembering the healing sound of the lungs was a nice, like letting air out of a tiger. It's associated with the color white. And the animal related to this is the white tiger. So you're going to get your claws up. You're going to get one foot up, inhale. And we're going to make that.
The lungs and large intestine are expert masters at letting go. So we're letting go of grief, sadness, sorrow, depression. Imagine you're a white tiger. Very good.
There you go. Back it up.
Bringing in courage and confidence and power.
Your powerful white lungs.
Now let's move to water, which is the big blue bear.
And remember, the healing sound is.
So lift up your big bear
Get
foot.
wide, take up some space.
And we're going to release
fear.
We're going to release nervousness, anxiety. Big blue bear. And we invite calm.
Ooh, gather that blue
Gentleness.
chi.
Get that blue chi right over your kidneys if you want. And then we move to the wood phase, which is the green deer. So get your little antlers on.
Yeah, you can have as many points as you like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all 5. You choose.
And we're going to make the sh sound as we lift up our delicate deer foot.
Hoof.
Hoof.
Deer
It is a hoof.
It is a hoof. And we're going to dive underneath a branch as if we got to get through and underneath the branch. Inhale, and then look over to your deer tail and...
So here we're releasing anger, irritation, frustration, resentment. You can continue to imagine green.
Add a little twist to your spine.
And we're gathering in generosity, kindness, and forgiveness.
Let's do it. Let's gather. So now pulling in green light, imagining your liver filling with green light, of generosity, of kindness, of forgiveness.
Mm-hmm. And now we're going to get our red crane, or we live in Arizona, so
Our heart space.
I'm a little into phoenixes.
I like being a crane. So you choose, you get to be the big bird you like to be. And remember, the healing sound of your heart is...
Hopefully
Nice.
you wore your breath mints.
All right, so we're going to inhale your great wide wings up with the right foot and gently, lightly step down, knees bend, flap your wings.
We're releasing impatience, hastiness, cruelty, and hatred. And inviting patience,
gathering.
appreciation,
Red light into your heart. I am grateful.
joyful.
I am thankful.
And then finally, we're going to work with the earth phase. So again, spleen energy, a breathy, but now we're the yellow monkey.
So we'll lift up our foot, right foot up. Inhale, squeeze those shoulders up towards your ears. And on the exhale, press the shoulders down, press down, and look all around as you...
Releasing doubt, mistrust, negative talk about yourself or others. And if you got a buddy around, you can pick their little fleas out of their coat.
And this time, gathering yellow chi, yellow energy, yellow light into and in support of your spleen.
And we can close it. We can seal in and draw in our practice with that triple warmer breath.
Let's do it. So we'll inhale the arms up and wide and out to the sides, over the head. On the exhale, press that space down. I'm grounded as you heat it out. Let's do two more together. As a way to close, to ground, to calm. Last one. Bringing the palm over your lower belly, over your dantian, that sea of chi, storing your chi in its playground.
Smiling, allowing your imagination of colors and sounds and animals. Fill your heart with possibilities.
I hope you had fun. We had fun. I had fun.
Well, I think we created a lot of fun, Nicole. Thank you for that.
It's fun to play. Sometimes, you just got to play.
Thanks for playing with us, and continue to play with all your friends.
And we'll see you again. Thanks for joining us.
Bye-bye.